welcome everyone to tonight's training. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Kerry Miller, and I'm here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Mountain, and I guess 6 o'clock Pacific. But it's always a pleasure to come to you. Our first Wednesday nights, we had pretty good success with it, the last two first Wednesday nights. So tonight we're going to have the open forum, and I'm going to open up with some things tonight. But before that, let's get rid of some housework that we always like to get through. If you are here tonight and you are not getting an email from me on Wednesday nights with the links, go to InstantAppWizard.com/training. Just sign up for the list and you will get an email each Wednesday night with the new training link. And if you want a reminder, go just type in IAW training to 27126. I probably get asked a million times a week, has the training been uploaded yet? If you will just subscribe to youtube.com/InstantAppWizard, as soon as the training is uploaded, you will get an email that says it has been done so. And if you have not done so, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/InstantAppWizard. And probably one of the best places on the web is our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/InstantAppWizard. I had a few people try to sign up this week that signed up under different names, and I did not let them in. And we try to keep out people who would spam the group. So if you do sign up, just do as they did. Send me an email. Let me know that you're trying to sign up and how you entered InstantAppWizard, and I will let you in the group. But a lot of great suggestions, a lot of great ideas come through there. Tonight we are going to have our open forum where you can ask everything you ever wanted to know about InstantAppWizard, and I will go into the platform after I open up here with a couple of things, and we will answer your questions and go through whatever you need to have gone through. This week, the questions I had asked, and I always get asked some very interesting questions. And so I'm going to go through over just a couple of things. The two of the top questions that I had this week came in. First off, what is the price on additional keywords, and how do I add keywords? And I'm going to go through that real quick. First off, if you'll go into your platform and you'll go into the app, right here where it says texting details, just click on texting details. Right here at the top, it says add a keyword for $2. And what's going to happen is you're going to click on that little button there, and it's going to take you to this page where you add a keyword. And when you add your keyword, you'll just search now and add it to your app. And what's going to happen is Nancy will, in billing, will get an email, and she will add that $2 to your account. I want to talk just a minute. I always get asked about pricing, so I wanted to show everybody this. You can see it. Some of it's in light blue, and I just I copied and pasted that. I did a screenshot off that of my actual account. There's a couple of things you want to remember when selling your keywords or anything, and you're using credit card processing. There's always fees associated with credit card processing. No matter what you do, no matter who you have, as everybody knows, I use Stripe, and I use a program called FreshBooks, and I use Stripe for everything. Stripe's is 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. You can see here, this is an actual Stripe account that is right here. For example, the gross here was $1,080.37. The total fee, the 2.9 plus the 30 cents, was $31.63. The total which went to my bank account, this actually goes in tomorrow. This is the date that the transaction took place, which was yesterday. Same thing on these. I think that says $75. Cost $2.48. $72.52 went into my account. All these bottom three actually hit today. So with pricing, when looking at things, always remember there's a transaction fee. Now, one question I always get asked is, Kerry, why do you not use PayPal? I don't like PayPal, personally. And their fees are high. People will tell you, well, no, their fees are about the same as Stripe, but they also charge other fees. The best thing I like about Stripe is they do not charge a refund fee. Give me 1 second. I'm getting ready to pull up a link for you so you can do a comparison on your own. And I'm going to post that to you guys. Let me swing down here and get you this comparison. You can actually go to this blog, and I'm trying to pull it up here if I can. I can't. Anyway, I got 5,000 things opening up when I opened up mine. I will post that in the group. I don't want to hold up. And unfortunately, I launched a virus program. But anyway, there's always fees. And I've got a comparison for Stripe and PayPal. I like Stripe because I can attach it to so many different things. And I've got other that I use. It connects directly to my program that I use for accounting, and everything goes right through that. All the billing, all the reoccurring, and everything goes through that. So just remember that. If you go out and you sell something for $1, it's going to cost you 60 cents. Okay, about 59 cents. So always remember to make sure those fees are a part of anything you do, because you're going to pay those, irregardless of whether you want to or not, if you use an account. This was the biggest question I had asked this week. We had a lot of new sellers come in, and I had some the more veteran resellers who's been around a while, who has been kicking the tires around and doing some things. And I've probably been asked this same question 10 times this week. Kerry, what is the best way to start my business? Now, as many of you know, I am pro digital business card. I developed it 3 years ago. It is the basis of my business. It's everything I build my business on. I start there, I build from there, and the reason I do that is because it's simple. I don't go out with anything other than a business card. I don't go out with a card that's got 57,000 things on it. I don't sit in my office and build videos for 6 weeks and then try to figure out how I'm going to market those videos to market my apps. I'm going to walk through exactly the way, if I was doing it again today, how I would start my business. All of you know I hit the proverbial brick wall when I was out there trying to build my business in the very beginning when I started with InstantAppWizard in 2012. I was really convoluting the system. People were confused as they could be. And, you know, it's just amazing how bad you can confuse yourself, you confuse your customer, and how many sales you will not make. Absolutely, you will not make. So first and foremost, and you're going to say, well, Kerry, why would I do that first? I'm not making any money. Because when you go out in the field, you do not want to go out there and somebody give you a credit card and have no way to process it. And so the first thing you need to do is you need to set up an accounting system. And if you don't have an accounting system, you're you're not going to be in very good shape to do business. I can tell you that right now. So, and the accounting system I use, and I've used it from day one. It's a great accounting system, and probably one of the best accounting systems I've ever used. I was a huge QuickBooks fan for a long time. I ran my entire roofing company on QuickBooks, and I wish I'd have had this program. I'll give you guys the link, and it's called FreshBooks. It's a great program. It does everything QuickBooks does, except it's a million times more simple. I mean, literally a million times more simple. The great thing about this program is it does your monthly billing, your recurring payments. It's Stripe compatible. It's easy to use, and you can give accounting access, just like you do with QuickBooks, to your accountants. FreshBooks has rapidly come onto the scene, and so all of your accountants are going to be familiar with it. They understand it, and so you'll have no problems with it, with your accounting department. Most people will say, well, let me go out and make a few sales and blah, blah, blah. And let me tell you, if you're in business, I don't care what business it is, and you sell one app a month, you've got to have an accounting system. The first thing you need to do is set up your accounting. Now, whether you use FreshBooks or not, that's your business. But the great thing about FreshBooks is I was able to negotiate with FreshBooks, and you get a free 60-day trial, okay? You get a free 60-day trial. Now, let me tell you what happens. And the reason I say this is because I've seen it happen. We had people, when we first negotiated this deal with FreshBooks with the free 60-day trial, on the 59th day, they canceled it. And then they went back in to try to get another free trial because now business is coming in. And then they went in and they didn't get another 60-day trial. They had to re-sign up, okay? They lost their 60-day trial, and they were calling me on the phone saying, hey, I never really got into this over that 59 days. I canceled it out. Could you tell me how to use it? No, I won't. I brought a FreshBooks trainer. They've got plenty of training. But what I recommend you do is you take that 60-day trial and learn and watch the videos and go through the training. That way, when things start happening for your business, you're prepared. The most important thing you can do for your own business is be prepared. This isn't something you're doing in the garage and you're fixing lawnmowers, okay? On the side, one every 6 months. This is a business that you're running every day. So you have to have an accounting program. And I just put the link where you can get your 60-day trial. It's special for InstantAppWizard users, and you can get it through that link. Here's the pricing. Now, you can start with the $12.95 program or the $19.95, depending on how many clients you have. I'm personally on the $39.95 program, but that's because I have a lot of clients. And this pays for itself. It'll pay for itself just with your accountant, so you don't have to go chasing everything. But you can start for $12.95 a month, okay, or you can get a discount if you pay by the year. But it's an exceptional program, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. The second thing you need to do is you need to watch a little bit of training. And most people do not do this. And why they don't do it, I don't understand it, because I know for a fact the first training is in the email that you receive when you sign up. If you've been around a while and watched this training, I highly recommend you watch this training. The first training is the boot camp. Let me find here. I want to send you the link. You need to go and you need to watch the boot camp. It has a lot of great things in there on building apps, how to build apps, how things happen, and it will get you launched on your way to building apps. If you want to sell apps, you need to build apps. The second training, and you can watch this or not, is 6 Weeks with Kerry. That is the digital business card series. And I will tell you why I think it's important to watch that as soon as I give you the link. And that is in YouTube, and that is in a whatever they call that. They're all 6 together, and you can watch that. The boot camp will help you start building your apps and teach you everything you need to do to get your apps going. If you don't learn how to build your apps, you're probably not going to sell any apps, because the first app you need to go with out of the field is your own app. And I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. But that's the first things, 2 things you need to do. If it takes you a week, if it takes you 2 weeks, you can actually do all of that in one night. You sit down with a cup of coffee or a nice glass of tea, go through the trainings, make notes, and you will be 10 years ahead of everybody else. The next thing you need to do after you watch those is you need to go through there with the step-by-step video, and you need to create your first app. Whatever you are selling, build that app. I have resellers will send me, gosh, man, an app, and it'll have the coupon directory on it. It'll have a business card on it. It has 5,000 things on it. And if you want to really confuse a customer, walk out there with an app that is blown out, that's got everything on it, and you don't even know what you're selling. So if you're selling a business card, go out with a business card. I recommend that that's what you start with, is doing the business card. Why? Because it's simple. You're not confused. You do not confuse your customer. You do not confuse everybody around. You're not sitting there showing 50,000 things and getting off track. You stay on track and you make things happen. The second thing you need to do is you need to add the viral texting. All you need to do is go into your members area and add the viral texting. The third thing you need to do is you need to add the SMS texting, in which I think right now you can get 500 texts for $7.50 for your first month. Okay? Just add that texting to your app. You cannot sell it if you do not have it. It's just the way it is. If you can't demonstrate it, you're never going to sell it. You need to make sure you have a Facebook and a Twitter page, and you need to make sure that that's on the bottom of your app. And if you got some other things like Google Plus and Instagram and those, go ahead and put those on there also. But at a minimum, you need to have Facebook and Twitter. Can anybody tell me why you need Facebook and Twitter on the bottom of your app? Why you need SMS texting? Why you need those 3 things to make sure that they're on their app? Can anybody tell me why you would want those things on your app? Anybody at all? They're extremely important to your sales. Okay? They know what is speaking up, so I will tell you, because that is part of the marketing platform. The marketing platform is absolutely the most important feature of your app, because that's what's going to bring you the recurring income, and that's what's going to get them set up to where they're texting out every single month. But if you yourself cannot show them that, and that's not a part of your app, then you're never going to sell it. And the reason I know that, I talk to people all the time, Kerry, I just cannot sell texting. The first thing I do when I'm on the phone is I look at their app, and they can't sell it because they can't demonstrate it. If you can't demonstrate something, you'll never sell it. The viral texting feature, probably one of the biggest closing features you have on your app, because you can show them how with a simple click of a button, they can email or text out their entire phone book on their app, their new app. And what will happen is they will do that as soon as they get their app, and they'll start getting text messages back. Let me tell you how important that is, because they're going to start getting text messages back, and everybody's going to start telling them how cool their app is. That is the greatest marketing tool you have, because now they're excited. When they're excited, what do you do now? You ask for referrals. That viral texting will bring you more referrals than anything you've ever done, because a lot of those people that they text that app out to are business partners or people they know that are in business. And they'll send that out, and all those people will get those. We sell a ton of apps because of that viral texting feature. And what we do is we show every single customer when we deliver their app how to send that out to their entire phone book on their phone. And when they do that, bam, they instantly start getting messages back. So build out your app. If you're going to do, and I do not recommend this, okay, I recommend you starting with one platform, one niche, one area, okay, whether you're going to do the business card or whether you're going to do the coupon directory or whether you're going to do real estate or whatever you're going to do, okay, I will show you how to do that. Sorry about that. My dog went crazy. Okay, I'm fixing to show you where you can order. I'm going to show you where you can order that in a minute, but I'm going to tell you something before I do that. And I'll show that in a minute when I get over into the platform. But, and when you turn that on, it turns it on for everything. Okay? So make sure that you have your viral texting. Make sure that you have your SMS. And make sure you get your Facebook and your Twitter page set up. Now, the next thing you need to do, and this is why you don't know where things are, is because you've never done this. And not just not the person who asked about the where the viral texting is. Nobody does this. The platform is kind of like driving a new car. When you get in your car, the first thing you do is you start clicking on everything in the car. You need to do the same thing with your platform. So when you need to create your app so that you can see the full control panel, because you're not going to see the full control panel. You're not going to be able to go in until you build your app. Go in and you're going to create your app, and then you're going to come up here, and now you can see the control panel and all the controls on the front page for your app. Edit content, edit client access, text web app, texting details, website redirect code, give to another sales rep, duplicate, enable desktop preview, the whole 9 yards. You need to click on every single one of those because you need to know what those do. You need to understand what each one of those buttons do. You can call me and ask me all day long. I can show you or tell you, but if you actually do it, it does you no good. Next, you need to come up here and you need to click on all of your web app buttons. This is the preview, obviously. Your settings, your content, your extras. You need to go through there and you need to click on everything. This is your messaging center. I've been asking the last 3 days 4 times, where is the marketing platform? I'm going to have everybody ask questions at the end of the trading here, so everybody just hold on with the questions. Each app has a marketing platform. If you click on Messaging Center, you'll see here where to send messages out, the queued messages, your messages that were sent, the text that were received, your keywords, text subscribers, email subscribers, the whole 9 yards. Okay? But you will not know that unless you click on that button. And I know that the people that have asked me has not clicked on those buttons. Then you need to come over here and you need to go into settings. You got your title, and this is a lot longer, obviously. This is just a slide. But click on every setting. Know what every setting does. Know what information goes in there. And this is your content. And click on every button. Play with it. You're not going to tear it up. I tell people that all the time. They act like the thing is a piece of glass and they're going to break it. You're not going to break it, I promise you. If you do break it, put in a ticket and we'll fix it real quick. If it's just a demo app that you're playing with and you're just trying to learn the system, then let's get it and start over. And of course, extras. Okay, this is your reputation management system, your widgets, your QR codes, your website redirect. You have to go in and you have to hit these buttons. You're never going to learn the system. You will never, ever learn this system unless you do what I just said. You're wasting your time. You're wasting my time. You're wasting support's time by stopping everything you do and say, hey, how do I put a phone number in the system? When someone asks me that question, that tells me right then and there, they've not taken 5 seconds out of their life, out of their own business, to look at the system. And you've got to do that. You guys are in business, you ladies are in business for yourselves. Take responsibility and do that. And if you will do that, I promise you, that's how I learned the system. I promise you, you will thank yourself every single night when you go to bed because you're building apps in 15 or 20 minutes. Literally 15 or 20 minutes. Then set your prices. This is probably the number one question I get asked 5,000 times a week. What should my prices be? I don't have a clue. If you'll watch 6 Weeks with Kerry, I gave you the base prices. I told you what the what my standard prices are. You can take that as a baseline. I think Woodrow's putting together a pricing sheet, but I don't know your cost and what you want to make per app. I don't know how much money you want to make. Never undercut yourself, okay? Never take your prices too low. You want to be competitive. I can tell you now, a business card on the market on the internet that looks like that's terrible is about $695 a year. I do $349 on mine. So that's my starting point for a digital business card, $349. And publish a pricing sheet and ensure you stay consistent. Never walk into a customer, okay? And I don't recommend walking in with paper, but the one piece of paper you need to walk in and it needs to be laminated and you need to understand it and your customer needs to see it when you lay it on the table is you need that pricing sheet. Because they see that you've got standardized pricing and you're not charging him one thing and the next guy next door another thing and the next guy next door another thing. They see that everything you do is professional and you're honest and they can trust you with your pricing. I have my sales reps, they'll call me all the time. And they'll say, Kerry, John wants to do this and he's asking if he can get a discount. And my answer is always no. That's always my answer. And they tell them, well, you know, we can't discount that. And the customer will say, well, thank you for trying. And you know what? We always get the asking price. Pretend you're calling somebody, okay? Put off on someone else if you have a problem saying no. Put it off on the boss. And that's what they say, hey, let me call the boss real quick. Let me talk to him and see if I can discount this or what I can do with it. We always get the price we're asking, okay? Now, if we go into a large group, we may discount it before we go there, before we ever make the deal. But when we walk in with our pricing is our pricing. And the reason we do that is because we don't want John calling Jim, calling Jill, calling Jack, and saying, oh, man, Kerry stopped by today, and everything was great, and everything went really well, and he charged me $299. And the next guy says, well, Kerry charged me $150. And the next guy says, well, I got mine for $99. And the next guy says, well, I got mine for $495. And next thing I know, my phone's ringing. So you never want to do that, okay? And publish your pricing sheet, all right? Publish pricing sheet. Start slow. Stay focused. And take baby steps. The number one reason people fail is because they want to sit down and recreate the world. They spend 6 weeks designing videos and forms and paperwork and all that stuff. Okay, and that's what it is just stuff. And they'll call me and they'll say, hey, Kerry, I can't really sell anything. What you been doing? Well, I've been working on my flyers and my mailers and this and that. And I said, well, how many times did you go out in the last 6 weeks? Well, I hadn't really got out yet because I was trying to develop my marketing system. You've got your marketing system right on your phone. You don't have to develop anything. You got to start slow. You got to focus. Go out and start selling one a day. Go out and start selling one every other day. But talk to as many people as you possibly can and stay focused on what you're doing. If you don't stay focused on what you're doing and you're all over the place and one day, oh man, I can make all this money with a directory, and the next day you say, oh man, I can make all this money with mobile business cards, and the next day you say, man, I passed 10 real estate agents today. I want to switch. Don't switch. Stick with one thing, get extremely proficient, go out and sell it, and then when you're proficient with that, add something. Add something. And go back to those customers that you sold the business card to and sell them into something else. Don't confuse yourself. Build your business one step at a time. If you will do that, I promise you, you'll be extremely successful. Why can I sit here and say that? I'm not here to teach you anything. I can't teach any of you anything. Okay? I can't give you any more tools. You've got all the tools you could ever ask for. But I can mentor and coach you to not do the things that I did that caused me to fail when I launched my business and run up against that proverbial brick wall, and it literally crushed me every day because I could never make a sale. I mean, it was no after no after no, and I knew I was doing a good job because I already knew that I was good at what I did. I could sell anybody anything, but nobody was buying my product, and I couldn't figure out why. And that's why I came up with the business card. It's got 6 buttons on it. And when I started selling those 6 buttons, those 6 features, along with the benefits of those features, sales started flying off the hook. And it was amazing at what happened. That's why I recommended in the beginning of this training, the first 2 things you need to watch is the 6 weeks with Kerry and the boot camp. Because those 2 things will have you building those business cards and out selling those business cards and keep you focused and keep you away from everything else. I'm pretty sure in 6 weeks with Kerry, I laid out all my pricing and how I do my pricing. The margins are very good, okay? They're very, very good, and you can make good money with those margins, and you can go out and sell 1 or 2 a day every single day and enjoy a good life. But if you don't stay focused and you're all over the place and you're so busy creating flyers and videos and all this stuff, okay, let me tell you about video marketing. I saw Michael Cahill in here a while ago, and he'll tell you the same thing. Woodrow will tell you the same thing. You make all the videos you want. You can make 1 million videos. You can put them all on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. But if you don't market those videos, you're not going to get enough traffic to make a difference. It takes marketing to drive traffic to videos. It takes money to drive that traffic with your marketing plan when you go to YouTube and to Facebook, okay? In order to create revenue, you need to go out and you start selling apps. You start selling apps and you funnel off 10 or 15% of that money that you're creating, okay, that revenue that you're generating. You funnel off 10 to 15%. Now you get a good video created and you do some video AdWords, okay, and you start driving traffic to those videos. And now those videos are doing something for you because now you have a marketing plan to generate money off of those videos. Same thing with Facebook. Put together a marketing plan with your videos and go out and start doing your local area marketing to all your restaurants and all those businesses, those niches that you want to hit. Okay. And now you start marketing those companies through Facebook, but you've got to have revenue to do that. If you're sitting down every single night and you've joined 5,278 groups, okay, which is what a lot of people do, and they make zero money, okay, and they're posting stuff that really don't matter, and your good stuff is getting lost because you're not marketing to anybody else but everybody else that's marketing, and they're not going to buy anything. All you're doing is spending 10 hours of your day doing absolutely nothing. But if you will start slow and you will focus and you will start working your process, okay? If you will build your little notepads up or your little sticky notes and you say, okay, I've got to do this tomorrow and I'm going to do this the next day. Get you a whiteboard and your wife's going to get mad at you, but put it on the wall. Go get you a big old 4x8 and put it on one entire wall and mark it off by the days and know exactly what you're going to do every day and focus and do those things you have to do, and you will absolutely, the first thing you need to do is pay attention, but you will absolutely, okay, absolutely, without question, start generating business. You will absolutely start generating business. All right? I can guarantee it. Guarantee it. I'm going to turn this off real quick. Hang on just seconds. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Somebody say something so I make sure this thing's working. I get distracted when I see y'all talking to each other. Can everybody type in the chat box and just say something nice and sweet? There you go. It's working. So keep your focus. Go out and sell apps. That's the business you're in. Okay? There you go. Go Cowboys. That's my man Mike. Stay focused. And my mother is doing awesome. Thank you for asking. And build your business one step at a time. Okay, now let's go to some questions and answers. And let me pull up the platform over here. Let me go ahead and log in real quick. And I will, my mom's like the Energizer Bunny. She goes and goes and goes and goes. She was actually she was in church on Sunday. If you believe that one. She's something else. That's the best place for her to be, though, be in church. All right, let me flip this over here. Whoever was asking about the adding the functions, I'm not going to be able to do it here, but if you will go into manage, I don't have an account that I can pull up that I don't have them in. If you'll go right here to manage, you'll see viral texting, okay? Go to add-ons. And you'll see text sharing, all right? And here's your sales rep program. And if you've already purchased it, it'll say already purchased. I was gonna show you how to set it up, but it's already done. So, but text sharing is $20 a month. It applies to every single app. Okay. We have a few people that charge for that. I don't. I'll go ahead and tell you, I don't charge for it. I give it as an advanced feature and I show them how to use it, and it creates more business than anything we've ever had. It creates more referrals and more business so it's the best $20 you can absolutely spend. And this is your sales rep feature here. Okay. Any questions on where to find that? I'm answering that question from before. If you ask a question earlier, I've already erased it. So if you would put it back in there, but just go to manage add-ons, and there it is. Next question. Let me go. Hang on. I'm going to have to get out of this, and I'm going to have to, because this is our company, and that portion not turned on because it's the Instant App Wizard. Let me go over here to another one real quick. I will show you. Yes, with the enterprise, you already have viral texting. Yes, you do. Do you get any keyword starting out? You get one keyword when you purchase your texting, whatever you want that keyword to be. You know, I'm sorry. What was the question that you asked? I said here, I'm answering other questions as they come by. Oh, how do you make changes to the pricing table? Go to manage, go to website. This is where you set up your payment. Okay, this is where you set up Stripe or PayPal. I just want to show you that real quick for those of you who wonder how you set up. There is a video on Stripe and on PayPal. All you need to do is search for Stripe or PayPal in the YouTube channel. But come over here to content. Right here where you go to pricing table. You can add packages or take them away. Whatever your package is, just go in and add it. And it'll give you a setup price. Now this is all set up automatically if you use PayPal or Stripe. And like a monthly price, like your monthly recurring price, with the recurring model, that'll bill them every single month. Okay? Your setup price is a one-time fee. And then you can put in here what you want them to have. You can add items or take them away. But it is right here underneath content. Go to manage. Go to website. Go to content. Go to pricing table. And you can set it up right there. Did that answer your question, Andy? I had to scroll back and find that. I apologize for that. And when you do that, and I'll show you what it looks like down here on the bottom. Can everybody tell what I'm focused on my site? This is what I sell. Then I upsell everything else. I went in and changed, and I put in these are actual apps that I built. These are actual apps that I built. Here's a church app. This is I don't remember what app that is, and this is a some kind of auto mechanic store. Then you would charge a one-time fee. And here's your pricing. This is an annual pay right here. See, I just put it under the setup fee, $349 one-time pay. Let me move this over. Any questions on the website? Any more questions on the website? I get a lot of monthly buyers, a ton. And I like monthly buyers. If you was in here in the beginning and you saw my little PayPal thing, I mean my Stripe thing for the 5th, the 2nd and the 5th, that's money that comes in every day. And it's great. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I'd rather have mine all up front. But it's really nice when you get, you know, money hitting your bank account every single day. It is really nice. And what that does too is it keeps you in front of your people. But I get those that pay all up front too, both. Any more questions? Any more questions about the system? You guys are quiet tonight. Yes. The new copy code. I'm glad you brought that up. All you have to do is create a new web app, create a 2.0 web app. You know, that's a good point. Mike Cahill made a very good point just now. New resellers that get too much up front might sit back and relax. A small monthly keeps you going out for more. And that is so true. Do not get comfortable. The moment you get comfortable, you are absolutely going to run up against the wall, and now you're not having any money coming in. It's so easy. And I'll say this because I see it done all the time. I've done it. You go out and collect $1,000, and you say, shoot, I don't got to do nothing for the rest of the week. And guess what happens the first of the next Monday? You have nothing because you didn't generate any new referrals and you didn't generate any new people. I put original images on my homepage. I sure did. I mean, you can list his trades you can list his trades. Let me show you an example here while I'm doing to create a new web app using the create from the template. Click on create from a template. Okay, and I'm going to come down here. I'm going to select this. See right here in this area, and I do this all the time. Maybe they do 2 or 3 different things. Maybe it's an auto body shop and they do transmissions and they do oil changes and they do several different things. I will list that stuff right here on the image that I put in the center of their app. Let me see if I've got a demo here. No, but you can see here where I put the words on here. You could, if maybe this guy did transmissions and motor changes and windows, I would put them right there. Just create the little logo and throw it in there. But let's say I wanted to create that app. I clicked on it. It puts the app copy code right up here. Kerry's 35th test app. Never get comfortable. I'm going to tell you that now. If I don't ever say anything, Mike Cahill, thanks for throwing that up there. Never, ever get comfortable or you will die on the vine. And that's if you don't get nothing out of the vine training, take that advice. Trust me. If you want to shut the doors, get comfortable. And I just duplicated that app. Very, very, very cool system. Very easy to use. And you could put that information right here. Put their logo up here, and I do so many different things with these apps. You know, a custom logo that was $125 extra. Okay, I had to buy this font up here. I bought that font. It was $15, but I've always got it now. But this was I charged $125 for this logo, and I took this off their website. And that's additional money. I did Usign. I use Usign, and now that I've got Usign, I design most of my logos with Usign now. If I have to go in and do some custom coloring and stuff, I'm so used to using Fireworks. I use that. That's like a Photoshop program. I use Fireworks, but if it's an initial design and I'm not taking a logo that I'm doing something else with, I create the logo in Usign. Yeah, Usign to me, and I saw somebody made a comment in the group the other day. They had it for a week and they canceled it. That's one of the best programs out there. I came on with Usign when they first came out, and it was a little bit not very good, you know. But I liked their concept, and I stuck with it, and I stuck with it, and then they came out with their 2.0 version, and they knocked it out of the park. It's one of those things that I bought that I actually hung on to. And I don't buy a lot of junk. I noticed somebody posted a little sticky note or something. Quit buying stuff the other day in the group. I don't buy that crap. I mean, I buy what I want that I know I'm going to use, but I'm not a JB Zoo buy free. I mean, I have Usign. I've got a couple of video programs that I use a lot. So I've got my money way out of those. But my number one video program is Camtasia. And I use Camtasia for everything. And I bought a $39 tutorial that some guy came out with. It wasn't Camtasia, but that some guy did a Camtasia tutorial. And man, I could do a lot with Camtasia. A lot. Camtasia is a professional video program, professional editing video program. But it's not hard to use. So, next question. We'll take a few more here, and then we'll sign out. I've got a dinner date tonight after training. Let's see here. For some reason, and I don't know why. No, not going to Sonic today. Actually going to Applebee's. The logo goes under header. I highly recommend when you get off of here that you watch those training videos that I was just talking about. Here's the logo right here. Here's the amp performance. It goes under header, under images, and that center logo. And I'll go ahead and tell you the center logo is 280 pixels wide. Goes right here under text.html /HTML. If I can get it to open up. There it goes. And you just upload right here, and it uploads the logo, and you center it. And that's probably 280 by 250 or something like that. I'm not really sure. Every logo size for me is different because I developed the logo to match the app. And I like it to come above the fold here so it can all be seen. So every one of mine is, you're welcome, very much welcome. I try to keep all my logos above the seam, above the fold, as they say. Any more questions? How big or how small should a logo be? My logos are all 500 wide. The actual logo, this logo right here, is 500 wide. And the reason you see me put that gobbledygook in there, for some reason, whatever you ask, is it's not coming up all the way. But this logo here is 500 wide. This one right here is probably about 100, maybe 150 high. But they're all 500 wide. And there again, it depends on what look I'm looking for the app. But if you will always make them 500 wide when you're designing them and or you're cutting them down and need to resize everything, do your canvases 500 wide. And then whatever, like I may start off with 500 by 400 or something like that. And I design everything out and then I just crop it. So next question. And this logo in the middle right here is 280. And I mean, sometimes I do the up 280 by 400. It just depends. But 280 fits very well on all phones. Next question. We'll take a couple more here before we call her a night. Not at all. There you go, buddy. Go knock them out. You have to watch pixelization if you're when you get things. If you get a standard business card and scan it, if you get a standard business card and scan it, it's going to fit nicely with the 500 wide. Okay. But when you're enlarging something, you're going to have a pixelation problem. You want to get, if someone is sending you something and they've got it at a printer or someone designed it for them, have them send you the biggest image they possibly can. Because if you stretch it too big, it's going to blur and it'll pixelate. So, take it to the edge as much as you can, but you will have that problem if you stretch things out. But a standard business card, when you scan a standard business card, it's about 500 by 278, 280, something like that, depending on where you cut it at the bottom. Sometimes 276, just depends on what I'm doing with the bottom of it. You're going to find that a lot of business cards are really chopped up on it. I don't know why people's business cards look so bad. That's a great selling point. When people hand you a business card, say, John, this is the very reason you need a digital business, because your business cards look terrible. I mean, they're scratched up and they're tore up. A lot of business cards I do, I have to go in and recolor them and take the scratch spots out. I will not send an app out that looks like crap. I will not do it. I refuse to do that. Sometimes I may have to put a little work in. They provided everything for me, but it looks so bad that I'm willing to take an extra 20 minutes and put a little bit of love into it, and that card will sell you more things. I mean, sometimes you have to go above and beyond for your customer to deliver a high quality product so that you can sell 10 more apps off of that product. So I do a lot of recoloring and fading, and I'll move a lot of stuff around on the card. Like the logo will be on the left side and the writing will be on the right side, and I take the logo off the card. I create the logo on the top. Then I take the writing on the right side and I create the logo that goes down here in the bottom. I don't do any custom logo work unless they pay for it. Now this wasn't custom. I just cut this all up from a website and made that. So it took me 5 minutes because the graphics were good. You can make a lot of money with graphics out there. I mean, you can do a lot. You can make a lot of extra money with Facebook, Twitter, YouTube channels. Instagram is huge right now. I charge $49 for Instagrams, and it literally, I'm telling you, that I do them all the time. People absolutely think that Instagram is the toughest thing they've ever done. You can literally have an Instagram page set up in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All you need is their golly, what am I trying to say? Their email address. That's all you need. You've already got their company name. You can already set everything else up. $49, man. Fastest $49 you'll ever make in your life. If they buy the app, I charge $99 for Facebook and $99 for Twitter. Yes, I do. Well, I should answer. The question was, do I do the header logos for them? Yes, I do. I do them in Usign because it's quick and easy. I get their artwork from them, and I create their headers for their Facebook and Twitter. And that's part of the $99. Now, if I have to create images, if I have to create them, usually, I mean, there are great free sites out there, but sometimes I just don't find what I'm looking for, especially when it comes to fonts. I buy fonts all the time. There's a lot of free fonts out there, but sometimes it's just not the font you want. So you're going to spend $7 on a font or something like that. Yeah, you get what you pay for. And I prefer paying for something I really like. So I may have to pay $25 or $30 for an image, but I've got that image forever now. So it depends. If I built a custom logo here and a custom logo here, $250 to $300, depending on what I do. I talk to the customer before any custom work is done. I talk to the customer personally. If a salesman's on the street, they don't close that deal. I close it on the phone because I want to know exactly what they want. I did one for a guy the other day. I don't know what I did with my phone. He literally told, I mean, this is how precise he was. He told me the year, the make, and the model of the trucks he wanted. He wanted a blue truck. He wanted a blue 4-door lowrider, Ford, and a white Dodge 2500 with the big wheels and chrome grill. And they paid good money for that because that was a lot of work. But I had to find all that stuff. So they have to pay accordingly. I can't find it, but they went crazy. They gave us 9 referrals. That business did. Any more questions? Any more questions? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I love doing training. Like I said, I don't want to train you. I want to mentor and coach you to success. That's what I'm hoping. I hope you just take one little nugget each week and it helps you just launch your business to oblivion. What bottom logo? This logo here, the proud dealer of Tremac. That I got all that off their website. Every bit of that was off their website, and I cut it up and put it in place and created the logo. When a client wants the product but wants something in writing, what do? They all get it in writing. I have a contract. Yeah, this one on the app. I took this off their website and created this logo. And it is 280 by 236. I will not share contracts. You need to go to your lawyer or go, and that's something I don't do. Every state is different. I mean, you can go online, LegalZoom.com, or just type in contracts, and you can get contracts written for your state by those online attorneys. And don't do that because I'm a jerk. It's because my contract isn't going to do you any good in New York. My contract is written for Texas. And I had an attorney write my contract. So. And what it is, it's a sales agreement. A sales agreement. But you can go online. Gosh, man, there's 5,000. Some of them are free. You know, they do them free for you to buy their. Let's see here. And anything I'm fixing to show you, I don't recommend. I'm just going to show you. Like, let me flip this back over here. All I did was type in sales contract. Okay, there's sales contract, and this is Tidy Forms, Rocket Lawyer. I use Rocket Lawyer a lot for property. Law Depot. They give you a pre-sales contract. You just go in and fill it out what you want. But it's like anything. If you'll Google anything, let's see. Here's for services, and you can go through here and blah 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 blah, and what it is. Some of this stuff you may not need. If you'll notice, this knows I'm in Texas. So, I mean, it's reading my IP, so it already automatically puts Texas in here. And that's a sales agreement. You can get it done online. I recommend you go to your attorney and sit down with him if you've got one. Or go find you one, and they'll charge you about 150 to 200 bucks, and you'll have it done, and you'll never have any problems with it. It's the best way. Any more questions? I am not asking the right question. Okay? Try again, Mike. Where you're probably asking where did I put it at? Are you talking about the Facebook and Twitter logos? The images here? Under the home page in the app. Under the home page. Okay, I would ask, are you talking about the AMP performance logo? Are you talking about this image? Yeah, I have two. This is the header image. This right here is the header image. Good eye, Jimmy Mack. Okay, the first image, as I was showing a while ago, if you will come over here to settings, that's your header image right here. Go to images and upload your header image right here. Just go add new image and select your image. The center image, you have to come over to content, come over to home page, go under text.html and upload that image here. Just click upload and upload your image here. And that'll put it in the center. Now, if you'll notice, I have no buttons on this page, with the exception of my Facebook and Twitter button on the bottom, okay, which I happen to do for that customer. All right. And but if you'll come over here to links, come up here to link settings, you can turn off all of those buttons at one time instead of doing it individually. Unless you want one of them turned on, then you'll say yes, leave them all on, and then go down through here and turn off the ones you want. But on this particular design, I turn them all off. And that's how I have the center image. Did that clear it up, Mike? Gotcha, buddy. Awesome. That's what tonight's all about. I can walk you through and show it to you. And if you'll go in the if you'll go into the Facebook page and search for, I think it said mobile MBC or DBC 2.0, there's a video that will show you exactly how to build these. If you'll pull up that 2.0 video, it walks you through exactly how to build it. You never have to worry about it again. And you can create this app by simply going in and creating a new app. This very same app or same style. And when you create a new app, go to 2.0 app just like I did. Create from the template and select the template you want. This is the first style business card I did. This is the second style business card I did. This design here was actually a permission granted. I could use it Michael Cahill style. Yeah, thanks. Hey, one thing, let's talk about help and support real quick. We're starting to see this a lot, and we can't do anything with it. When you go, and if you're ever to the boot camp, first and foremost, here's the boot camp right here. When you go to help and support, it's the first thing that it shows you. Just go in and go in and do the boot camp. But when you're submitting a ticket, Do not submit the copy code. Submit the full URL of the app. Mark's starting to get a lot of copy codes, and that means absolutely nothing to him. He can't see that. So if you'll submit the full web app, that will be perfect. Any more questions? All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. It was so great being in my own environment, having my own equipment in front of me. I do want to, once again, man, if it wasn't for the hospital last week, I would not have done training. They gave me the full facilities to work out of, and it was great. I greatly appreciated what they did. I mean, they jumped through hoops to make sure I was set up and to do everything I had to do. You bet. I believe in everybody. Everybody is successful, and I am here to help you do that. Sometimes I might be a little straightforward, but I would rather be straightforward and help you than BS and you not get anything out of it. I want you to be successful. I really do. When I die and everybody comes to my funeral, as they walk away, I want everybody to just say one thing. I know Kerry's in heaven, and I know he helped me be successful. That's the only two things you need to know about me. Good night, Joseph. Good to see you, buddy. Absolutely, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure. And as always, the hardest door to open is the car door. So if you will just open up the car door and walk out selling apps, you will have a very successful future. Everybody have a good night. God bless, and I will see you next Wednesday night. Absolutely, Nikisha.